So yesterday there was a major disaster declared in several of our areas, not Greene County. How do you think that's going to change things from your end?
So that disaster declaration allows for reimbursement from the federal government for expenses that people make in their in the aftermath. So it is paperwork that impacts funding. It came quickly, and we were grateful for that. We asked for it quickly, which was important. The most important thing is to have a quick response and then follow up with the declarations that lead to funding that come after the cleanup begins.
And you've been on the ground here a couple of times. What's been the biggest change that you've seen over the last several days as you're visiting the region?
I think we've certainly seen the number of people without power dramatically decrease. We've seen the number of people without water decrease. This county, for example, the vast majority of this county has no water at this point, but the work that has been done by the local utility district and support, the work that's been done means that within the next few days, we expect that there will be water here if things go well. That's a big change, and it will be a dramatic change for this county. Sadly, we've seen, loss of life. The unaccounted for person count is dropping. We're accounting for individuals, and that's something that's tragic and difficult, but the resolution of that's important. What I've seen, you ask about what's changed in the last 3 or 4 days, and I've been coming every other day. Forward progress in every step of the way, in every meaning, in every sense of the word. Forward progress is happening.
We're tight on time today. Does anybody else?
Yep.
Governor, what is your top priority in the response right now in these communities?
We have agreed across all state departments that this is a survivor-centric response. Our top priority are those who have survived the tragedy that has befallen them, whether it is a lost family member, a lost home, the loss of water, the loss of employment, whether temporarily or permanent. They're survivors, and Tennesseans are survivors, but our response is survivor-centric. And that is our focus right now, is finding and making sure that everyone who has been impacted and has survived the outcome of this terrific storm on our state, that those survivors are finding their way to the supplies and the supports that are necessary for them to move forward.
Governor, we saw in the briefing yesterday that obviously this is weighing heavy on you and so many officials. What does it feel like when you come and see the damage that you've seen so far?
It's hard because you interact with people and you're reminded that these are real lives that are that have been lost. These are real families that are being affected in some ways for the rest of their lives. And when you talk face to face with people, you're affected and impacted by that. It's not something off in the distant in another place. These are real live people that whose lives are being changed. So it inspires me. It inspires our team. I think you saw in the press briefing yesterday, our team of director becoming emotional, talking about how important it is that we serve these Tennesseans. Our team and the local teams here are inspired. We know these are real people. We know these are communities that are hurting. And we know that it is our job to have this survivor-centric response. And that's what's happening across the state.
So there's been a lot of misinformation going on. So what would you like to say to just all those leaders and just make sure people know what's really going on?
I think what's most important is that the heart behind and the professionalism behind the agencies, whether it is the local sheriff's department, whether it is TEMA, whether it is FEMA, we care most about the survivors of this incident. And, be very cautious about misinformation. The government is not taking resources If it doesn't seem to make sense, it's probably not happening. I realize there's a lot of, and there's even foreign influence that's trying to impact the information that goes out to our people. The people in this state are wholeheartedly focused on the survivors in this state, and we'll continue to do that, and we will not pay attention to the misinformation.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all for being out here today.
Y'all be safe.
Yep.